Welcome back. I'm Vishwanath. Today we will be seeing how we can install intellij community version. So for that, open a browser of your choice and type like intellij community version or intellij just download. So based on the OS, you can select the required options. So currently I'm interested in downloading the community version. So I'll be clicking on all accept links. I'll be maximizing the screen and also I'll just click on .exe file. So you can see like when I say like download, one it also redirects me to a different page and you can see like .exe file will be downloaded. And once this is downloaded, you can click on .exe file and eventually it will start running it. You can see based on the speed of your machine, you can see that it is executing or not. And we will see that shortcut is also been created. Once it is downloaded, what uh, you can see is you can open the IDE and this will give you a pop-up where you can say as you can confirm it and click on continue and you can say as don't send the and once you select that then you get this classic option where you can create a project or you can upload the project that is in your local or from the CSV file. So let's quickly see the first option, like where we can just create a project by clicking this plus sign, and we can mention the name of the project as demo. We can select as SDK is not set. We can download the project, download the SDK, and we can just say like download. It may take a minute or two based on the speed of the internet. Once it is download, then if you want to optionally create this same project on the Git, you can check this box as well, and we can click on this button which is called as create, and you see a new window appears with this as a demo. So if you go to this class which says as a main, and you can just see like there is a small option called as hello world. If you expand it, uh, you can uh, you can run that by going over there and by clicking run, and finally you see like the result in your run mode. And if you are new to the IntelliJ, what you can do is you can add a couple of plugins that will help you to know the shortcuts, and also that will facilitate you to work productively. And again, in order to add the plugins, what you can do is you can click on, so here you see a gear icon. If you click on it, there is something called as a settings. Click on the settings, and inside the plugins, if you look for the plugins, you can see like what are the plugins that were defaultly installed, and on the marketplace you can check for the plugins. One of the plugins that I recommend is Key Prompter. If you install it, that will help you to basically get all the shortcuts, and it will also say like how many times you have missed it. So this is one good plugin that I recommend you to use it. And another plugin that I suggest is SonarLint. That will help you to uh, write quality code. And in order to share this project on the GitHub, what you have to do is you have to go for VSS, and you can say as GitHub, and then you have to add your account, login via GitHub. You can say as an authorize GitHub, where you can sign in with your details. And once that is being done, you can close the page, uh, and you can optionally choose this box a private, which means it will not be visible to the others. If you want to make it visible to others, then do not check this box, and you can click on this button share. uh, because I have already a repo with this uh, demo from, I can just say as idea, and I can say as a share. So if Git is not installed, then it will give you throw you an error where you can say like install Git. Now you see that Mario bar is working. Now that it is Git is configured, let's push this project to Git by going to Git menu and selecting GitHub. Share this project on GitHub, and what we can name this project as demo on, because demo project on my GitHub already existing. I'm just trying to rename something as demo on idea, and I'm trying to share it. So you can also say like what is the commit message. If I say like initial commit, obviously you should be able to see those details. And if you have not configured any of the details, like on Git configuration, for example, like your email, if it is not configured, or if your username is not configured, your initial commit will fail, but it will still create the project on the GitHub. So let's see like how we can configure those details. So what we will be doing is we'll be opening the command prompt, and then we will be setting this details. And yeah, we can give like a CMD in the command prompt. uh, and you can, once the command prompt is opened, you can key those details. So in order to set the first username, what we would be mentioning is git config global username, where we will be providing the name. Likewise, once the username is provided, the other command, what we will be doing is we will be setting like email. Instead of this, we will be setting the email. And once the email ID is provided based on the keyboard, you can just see these are the two details that are required. And in order to verify whether these details are set or not, you can use git config list show origin. That will tell you whether you have configured the details as a username and email properly. If you have configured it wrong, you can rerun the queries and that will override the details. Now that you have provided those details, we can push this by pressing like Shift Control K. That's a shortcut. If you have not, if you don't know, then probably the key prompter will help you in identifying what the shortcuts are. Um, and once you click on push, the code will sit on Git. So over here you can see if it has been rejected or committed again, and the issue will be resolved by unchecking this keep my private unchecking and then pushing it all. I was able to successfully commit where you can see that project will be hosted on Git. And if you have decided to pull any of the projects which are there in SVN, where you can go for pulling it from SVN control. On GitHub, we can look for those projects. For example, if I want to pull the app where I can say like clone this, because I have already a demo in my I'll just say like while cloning, I'll just say from Git. Um, so if I click on clone, the project which is in the Git, it gets cloned over here. It is always best to trust the certificate because we know where it is coming from. And you see the project has just opened. We will add a few more plugins which are required for integrating to AWS, which we call as an AWS toolkit. We can install that, and once that is installed, we will be able to connect with the AWS details. And the other plugin that we are interested is on save actions. Every time if you want to save something, that can help you to do lot of actions like organizing imports or having like final variables, all the automatic part that will speed in development. And we have seen two options: one creating the project directly and then committing it to the Git, and the other option, the projects which are in the Git, bringing back that to uh, IDE. And the third option is to import it from local machine. In order to do that, we what we will be doing is we'll go to starter spring.io, where we'll create the project and then we will eventually import that to the IDE. So on this, because the demo project is already uh, there over here, they say that name to be like different desktop. We'll just name this as an desktop instead of demo, and uh, example.desktop, and we will add a simple dependency as Spring Web dependency alone, and we will just say as a generate this one. This will generate the zip version, and we will like extract it, and then we will import that. So you can see that the folder is now present. I'm going to extract it all, and so the zip is being downloaded. In order to extract, all we have to click is an extract functionality, and Once that pop-up comes, all you need to say as an extract, and once it extracted, it shows you this details. And in order to import it, go back to your IntelliJ and then say as import the project as an existing source. So where you would be saying as a desktop, and inside the desktop you would be selecting that project name. Over here the project name is again desktop, don't be confused. So the moment I say as an import, you will be able to like import that. I can say as create the project, and then I'll say as an import. It is better to say as create a project from the existing source, and then you can just say like project from desktop, where if you say as nest and then nest then creates, it is going to create a project. In that way, in this demo we have covered like how to create a project from um, scratch, and also we have seen like how to push that project to the GitHub, and also we have seen how to retrieve any projects which are there in the GitHub back to the IntelliJ, and also exporting it from a local desktop as well. So in addition to that, we have also covered the useful plugins. One of the useful plugins are key prompters, which will help you to know the shortcuts, and also sonar length that will help you to prevent uh, writing bad code and improves the code quality. Uh, that's all for now. We will see you in the later videos. Thank you.